A wooded area on a sunny day. A small clear tap in a tree drips. Water trickles down a small, muddy creek. A woman wearing a backpack and snow boots walking in slushy snow. Text, April Lemay, owner, April's Maple.
I grew up in Cayman and lived here for the first 18 years of my life. And through that had a great memory of some time spent together as a family on this unique parcel of land. We had a small sugar house that we used to tap with buckets, and all of the cousins and myself were responsible for carrying the buckets of sap into the evaporator where my grandfather would boil that sap and make what was probably the most delicious maple syrup.
Boiling sap.
After my grandparents passed away, my mom and her 5 sisters took over care and management of the land here. At a point when the land became too much for them to manage, my mom and I had a conversation about, was there any way that somebody might want to turn it into a maple sugar farm?
Emma Marvin, co-owner, Butternut Mountain Farm.
Maple is an amazing product. If you think about what it is inherently, it's a tiny bit of sugar that we take from the sugar maple tree. And the sugar maple tree isn't like other crops that you think of for agricultural products. It's a wild grown plant.
Tap drips.
And we're harvesting just this tiny bit of sugar from the same trees that grow wild in our forests year after year. So it's highly sustainable. Some families have done this for multiple generations, and the tradition of making maple syrup goes back long before European settlers came to this area. So from that sense, maple is amazing as a product in and of itself.
Andre Natera, Omni Hotels executive chef.
The partnership that we have with Maple is just really to bring more awareness around maple syrup and where it comes from, all the nutritional benefits for it, and all the different things that we could do from culinary applications to mixology applications, and bringing awareness around, maple as an ingredient is more than just for pancakes, French toast, and waffles. Tasting maple syrup and all the different grades of maple syrup when they're fresh, when they're hot, when they're warm, when they're coming right out of the tree, it really changes the way that I look at cooking with it, mostly because I realize that there's different densities of the thickness, the viscosity, the sweetness, and so now there's all sorts of different applications that are going through my mind of how that maple can be used and incorporated into all sorts of different recipes.
Kim Hosred, Omni brand mixologist, looks at several bottles of maple syrup.
I think this maple initiative is great for Omni Hotels. It really fits into our homegrown cocktail menu where we use regional ingredients. With maple syrup, we were able to, call out like the maple producer and have maybe people also kind of build that same kind of connection. It's not only a great sweetening agent, but it has amazing flavor. It's all natural. It's healthier. It's better for you. It's a win-win across the board. When you're out there in these sugar bushes and you're seeing these trees being tapped, you realize how really natural it is. Because you could say natural about a lot of other syrups and sweeteners. When you actually see, the sap coming out of the tree and them evaporating it and bottling it, it's as natural can get.
Variety of dishes with syrup drizzled over. A jar of maple vinegar pearls. Drinks poured into shot glasses. A snowy creek. A maple tree drips sap. Sap boiling and evaporating. Text, this summer, Omni Hotels and Resorts celebrate the magic of maple. OmniHotels.com/maple